Hi, it's Jules and welcome to Jules Reads. I'm starting off a new vlog and I think this is week 26 of 2024. I just finished The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James, and I would give it, on Goodreads I gave it a 4, but since I don't do half stars, I would probably give it a 3.5. It was good, it was fine, but it wasn't like anything special for me, but I liked it. So a 3 for me is I liked it. A 4 is I loved it, and a 5 is an all-time favorite. So I finished that. And if you like thrillers, you would probably like it. There wasn't so much horror in it, even though it was in the horror section at Barnes and Noble. I don't feel like it's a horror. It's a horror. And why is this person walking so slowly across the road with a baby? Maybe that's why. Oh, it's not a baby, it's a chair. Traffic jam. Big, huge soccer game going on. And I'm going to compost right now, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do after. My husband is golfing, so I feel like I should, I don't know, do something. I always say I'm going to just relax. I'm not going to do anything, and then I'm not very good at that. I find something to do. Today I went to the hospital to visit my dad, and then went for a walk around a lake in Minneapolis, and then I picked up Jamba Juice. I've got a greens and ginger smoothie. It was delicious. And I got some pretzel nuggets that were also very good. And then I posted my week 25 vlog on YouTube. Lots of technical difficulties. It always gets so frustrating, the technical difficulties I have with Adobe Premiere Pro and my iPhone. And sometimes I'm like, is this even worth it? But I like the videos myself. So like someday, 10 years from now, I'm gonna love having these. So I'm still gonna try and do it, even though I know I don't have many people watching it, but for me that's not really the point. But I do like this community and like chatting with you guys in the comments. And so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after I drop off this compost. I have a couple ideas. I want to find a lawn chair that like I can kind of lay on to sit outside, or a tiny little bookcase for my office, but neither of those I really need, just more so want. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could go for another walk. I really wanted to play golf or play pickleball, but my husband's gone, and my friend that I would normally do those things with is busy. So I think I need more friends close by that like to do those things. And yeah, all right. Well, I'll check in later. So I went down to pick another book to get started on, because I don't have enough books going at the moment. But I did finish The Sundown Motel, so I wanted another one. And I wanted to pick one that, did you already see it? That I could read quickly before the end of the month. And I think this might be it. It's The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I've already read Never Lies by her. It was okay. I gave it 3 stars, and it was a good time. I couldn't put it down. It's not magical writing or anything like that. It's just a good time, and I liked it. So I think I'll probably like this one. I think this one's even more popular, and it has a sequel as well. So I grabbed that one. I was gonna grab I Who Have Never Known Men, but I noticed there's no chapters. It's a really short book. It's only 150 pages, but there's no chapters. What? No, not right now. Okay, I will check in with you a little bit after I get started in this. I'm checking in with The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I just read like 20 pages, and it's okay. Like I thought it would just be kind of, I'm probably going to just like it, like probably a 3 already after 20 pages, I can tell. And It's one of those where every chapter kind of gives you either a cliffhanger or a spoiler, so I can't even say too much about it already, but it is about a woman who's kind of down and out and gets hired by this very wealthy family to clean and do some cooking for them. And that's about all I can say, because already there was something that was told that I was like, oh, okay, let's see where this goes. But I'm done for the night reading. I've done a lot of reading today, mostly audio, but it's a lot of stuff in my head about the stuff I've been reading. So I'm gonna call it quits for reading for today and just relax watching TV and probably YouTube now. And I ordered DoorDash Chinese food. My husband is still golfing. They're doing 36 holes today. And I'm just got super tired all of a sudden, but I will check in a day or two. Well, I have my second DNF of the year for 2024. The first one was Mexican Gothic. The second one is, I think it could have been a good time. I just wasn't having it. So it could be where I'm at in my life right now, that I just didn't want to read kind of, I don't know. I don't want to waste time right now. Like, I want to read really good books with meaning and well written. I think this is a great vacation beach read. And I did actually, after I decided to DNF it, I looked up the spoilers. And I mean, it sounds like it would be a good time, but it's not for me, at least not right now. I don't think I'd ever come back to it. I probably will donate it to a free little library. Is it a free little library or little free library? Okay, so the other book that I am reading, which, you know, I have like 6, but the other one I just read a little bit from is James. And this is a buddy read with my husband, as I said. And he read up to chapter 10. So I was like, oh, I better get going. So I'm buddy reading with him, and he reads a little bit slower. I wouldn't say it's slower. He just doesn't read as often. So, but I caught up to him, and this is funny. Like, I've laughed out loud a couple times, and I was not expecting that. And I'm having a great time. It's brilliant. And I had just read Huckleberry Finn. I don't think you really need to you really don't even need to read Huckleberry Finn, but you probably should before you read this. But I had just read that, so it's fun to kind of jump into it. It'd be even cooler maybe. I don't know if they go chapter for chapter, but reading the correlating chapters or where they're at in the book of Huckleberry Finn while you're reading this, that would be interesting. So I'm enjoying it. It is a pretty quick read. We're both on chapter 10, which is like already a third of the way through, fourth maybe. And yeah, we're both enjoying it and liking it. And I need to pick up another book. Now that I DNF'd Housemaid, I'm gonna go look for something else I can start. I will let you know what that is. I went down to my bookshelves, and this is what I picked out. It is Nobody's Angels by Jack Clark. And this is a hard case book. I don't know why I always sit here with it resting on my head. And this, I think I heard about from Criminale here on YouTube. I really like this cover. Or no, was it Venus? What's her name? Shoot. Anyway, I can't remember who I heard it from, but I really like that cover. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I like it. And I have, I think, 3 Stephen King hard case books, and I really liked all of them. And one that I can think of right off the top of my head is Joyland, and I liked it. So I'll get started on this. I wanted something a little bit quicker. I was also looking at I Who Have Never Known Men, but I just wanted something a little gritty. This looks gritty. I think it was published in the 90s, but it has new cover art just this year. So maybe that's kind of why it's making a little bit of a comeback, is just kind of rejuvenating it. But I will get started. I'll read a chapter or 2 and check in and let you know my thoughts. Let me tell you if I can see what it's about. It does say little blurb down there. My favorite novel of the year, Quentin Tarantino. And it says, Eddie Miles is one of a dying breed, a Windy City hack who knows every street and back alley of his beloved city and takes its recent descent into violence personally. But what can one driver do about a killer targeting streetwalkers or another terrorizing cabbies? Precious little until the night he witnesses one of them in action. It's hard to, that against the red, it was hard to read. So it looks like a cabbie, and she's called a streetwalker, so that's a little problematic. But I will read a couple chapters and let you know my thoughts. I finished a couple chapters of Nobody's Angel, and I'm enjoying it. It's definitely kind of a noir feeling I'm getting. It's a cabbie in Chicago, and there are some cab drivers being murdered. In the beginning, it opens up with a bunch of cab drivers in like a pancake house type restaurant, just having conversations, and you know, it sounds like there's like 30 of them because there's supposed to be a winter storm, so none of them are busy. And one of the guys telling stories about long trips he's taken with clients. And I've read some reviews a little bit, and it says that it's more like vignettes of his daily kind of affairs with the backdrop of these murders happening. So he does discover in the second chapter in an alley a young girl who had been stabbed. She's alive, and the cops coming to her rescue or whatever, and the ambulance coming, and then thinking it's him for a little bit, but then it's not. So but that's the second chapter, and I probably won't tell too much more about it in case there's spoilers. I don't think that's really a spoiler, but I'm really liking it. It's really fast read for me, and I think I will enjoy it. It just seems like my style of writing. So, but I will let you know more as I get more into it. everyone. I'm gonna finish out this vlog on Sunday, June 30th. Happy end to the first half of 2024. Can't believe it's already over. And just gonna complete this vlog. Did I finish a book during this vlog? I don't know. These are so random. But I am heading to Goodwill. I have a whole trunk load of stuff to donate. Been purging a little bit. I need to purge a lot more, but so that's gonna feel good to get rid of some stuff. And I have to go to Target and Costco. And what else do I have to do? I can't remember. Let's see. I think I finished this week. Well, both this week I finished braiding sweetgrass, and which one of my all-time favorite books now, and then also Sundown Motel. It was okay. Can't remember what I rated it, but I will wrap that up or talk about it more in a weekly check-in. Hopefully I can get that filmed today. Stuff is falling around in my trunk, but hopefully I can get that filmed and uploaded today. I will have this vlog posted today or tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good week and happy reading, and I hope you did something fun. As you saw, we actually, I don't know what's happening up here. There's bicyclists. I didn't know what was going on. I probably had yesterday the best day I've had all year. Went to the farmer's market with my book club friends, and there was this cute little bookstore that wasn't there last year, and it's for all their profits go to 2 charities in the Twin Cities. So I got a book there. Of course I got the cheese that I love, but we had such a nice time. It was so pleasant and nice. And then we went golfing with my stepson, and it was just a par 3 course, and it was my first time out golfing for the whole year, but I didn't do too bad, so that felt pretty good. And then we went camper shopping. We're thinking about getting a camper, but we need to do a lot of research before we make any decisions. So we did that for a couple hours. We just walked in and out of campers. That was fun. And then we ended up downtown Minneapolis at my favorite restaurant, Gao Now, and then ended up at the Pride Festival. I've never been there, and I was overwhelmed by the amount of like vendors and street, not street, it's like tents, like people that were selling things or giving away things. So, I mean, it was huge. I don't even think we hit half of it, but we had a good time. The only thing I got was a little rainbow pin. And yeah, so I think yesterday was just amazing. It's going to be hard to top that day. Maybe one of my favorite days I've ever had. All right, I'm going to finish and stop talking and pay attention to the road and traffic. Okay, I'll check in with you guys next week.